Hi, this is a lesson for Grade 9 Academic, Section 1.3 Integer Operations with Powers. Example 1. Evaluate. So when you compare 2 to the power of 4, negative 2 to the power of 4, negative 2 to the power of 3, and negative, no brackets, 2 to the power of 4, what's the difference? Well, hopefully you still remember that 2 to the power of 4 means repeated multiplication of 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So that will give you a positive answer and positive 16. Similarly, if you see negative 2 to the power of 4, then that means negative 2 multiply negative 2, negative 2, and negative 2. So start with the signs. Negative times negative is positive. Positive times negative is negative. Negative times negative is positive. So positive 16 is your answer. So if I see negative 2 in brackets to the power of 3, we say this whole notation is a power. Negative 2 is the base of the power, and 3 is the exponent. So this means the base of negative 2 is multiplied by itself 3 times. When you have negative times negative, turns into positive. Positive times negative is a negative. And 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 2 is 8. Now, how about negative 2 to the power of 4? Well, the negative sign, because there is no brackets around it, the power we're looking at here is actually just 2 to the power of 4. The negative sign simply means that find 2 to the power of 4 and then multiply that by negative 1. So therefore, your final answer will be a negative value of 2 to the power of 4, which is 16. So negative 16 is your final answer. So notice the difference between part D and part B as compared to part A. So in general, when is in bracket negative 2, so a negative base to the power of m positive. Well, when you have an even number of multiples, then the whole answer will be positive. If m, the exponent, is odd, you will not have enough negative signs to pair up, therefore you will be left with a negative answer. But when is negative of 2 to the power of m positive? Well, because the base here is 2, 2 to any power will be a positive number, and then your answer will always be a negative version of that positive number. Therefore, you will never get a positive answer. But you will be guaranteed that you will always get a negative result. Example 2. Evaluate. So make sure when you are evaluating these expressions, you follow the order of operations, or BEDMAS, brackets, exponents, division and multiplication, which belong to the same level, so they can be done in any order, and then addition and subtraction, which can also be done in any order among the two. So when I look at this question, I can see 3 parts. I can see negative 3 to the power of 4 as one part. I can simplify first. I can also simplify what's inside the brackets. I can also simplify the power in the last part. So negative 3 to the power of 4 is negative 81. Negative 2, take away negative 2. So go further left on the number line, it's negative 4 to the power of 3. And then leave the 4 because we're not doing anything yet, but let's evaluate negative 3 to the power of 3, which will be negative 27. Next, we still have some brackets, we still have multiplication, and we still have exponents. So we're not going to touch negative 1 yet, 81 yet, so let's leave it. Simplify negative 4 to the power of 3. It is negative 64. Well, I have plus negative 64, so this becomes negative 64. And then I have 4 times negative 27. So positive times negative is the negative result of 108. And then negative 181, take away 64, take away 108 will give you negative 253. Part B. So take a quick look and plan your work. I can simplify negative 2 to the power of 3. I can simplify negative 2 to the power of 3 in the square brackets before I subtract it from 3. So that's what I get. Plus, I can also square root 25, which is 5, right? Because 5 times 5 is 25. So square root undo the square. Simplify the content inside your square brackets. So 3 plus 8 is 11. So you have negative 8 plus 11 plus 5. And then simplify the addition. And finally, you get 8 as your final answer. Example 3, evaluate. So you're given this algebraic expression, and also you're told that x has a value of negative 2 and y has a value of 3. When you evaluate an algebraic expression based on the given numbers, you are replacing any x's that you see with negative 2 and any y's that you see as 3. This is called substitution. When you substitute numbers, it's the best practice to put brackets around the number. So imagine you're really putting brackets around the x, removing the x, and then instead putting in a negative 2 into x, just like this. So you get 2 brackets, negative 2, close brackets, cubed, plus 25. And divide that by negative, once again, brackets, get rid of the y, replace it with a 3, square that. And now, numeric part is like this. What can we evaluate first? Of course, it will be the powers. So 2 times negative 2 to the power of 3 turns into negative 8, plus 25, 3 squares 9, so negative 9. Okay? 2 times negative 8, negative 16, plus 25, divided by negative 9. Simplify the numerator. Well, 25 take away 16, is 9, divided by negative 9. So your final answer is negative 1. And here you have simplified this expression if x is negative 2 and y is 3. So you can work on your homework on page 35 for the rest of the time.